Hey everybody, it's your bro Luke Feast, back at you with another video. Today, I'm gonna animate the regular show. I'm just gonna make some fan art. I'm gonna get onto the drawing, the coloring, the voicing, and the animation. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy this video. I'm gonna get onto the first part of this animation tutorial. I'm gonna draw it. I'm gonna draw the regular show, because I can. I'm gonna turn on the light table. That way we can see through the paper when we add layers on top of it. I think I'm gonna start with Rigby. I'm gonna start with this body. Maybe we can start with the circle. Sometimes when I don't know how to start, I start with the circle. That kind of helps me figure it out. Looks like I'm just gonna draw a circle right here. So it looks like he has like a nose. I think I'm gonna draw him like facing the side. I'm gonna draw his nose right here. I'm gonna draw a line right here. This now. And I'm gonna erase this circle part. Doesn't really look like much. There's a little black part right here we can add for his nose. I'm not gonna draw the eyes though. I'm gonna put that in a different layer. I'm gonna draw his, it looks like he has little hair pieces right here. And then he has an ear. So we're getting somewhere, I think. Little indents for his fur. I think there's a hair piece right here too. You see how circles help figure it out? It kind of helps a lot. I think I'm gonna draw it with his body. So we can go like, I'm just gonna draw his body like that. I'm gonna take this part out right here. So now we got the outline. That's looking pretty good actually, I think. I feel like the ear could be a little more pointy. A little line right here, and that is gonna be his body. Now I'm gonna add another layer for his eyes. Looks like he has these two circles here. And then inside those circles, there's two little eyes. I'm gonna draw the pupils right here. Now I'm gonna add another layer. I'm gonna add his tail. I'm just gonna make a straight tail like this. So I'm gonna go like that, and here's his tail, just sticking up straight. And it looks like he has these lines, and there's like fur on these sides, like in between the lines. I started inking the frames with an ultra fine point Sharpie and just tracing with the pencil. And then I scanned it on my scanner. I didn't want to make it too bold because I felt like it should be a small size Sharpie. Now, I'm gonna get onto the voice acting. I'm just gonna voice some random lines. How do I sound like Rigby? What was it like? Benson won't find out. No. I'm Rigby. No, it's hard to sound like Rigby. I'll just do that. I'm Rigby. No, I'm Rigby. I'm Rigby. Okay, whatever. Hey Mordecai, do you want to go to the movies? We can't go to the movies now. We'll get fired. You're such a buzzkill, Rigby. I'm just gonna do something like that, I don't know. Now, I'm gonna get onto the coloring. I'm just gonna make a new file right here. So we got a new blank document, and I'm just gonna open the drawings we made. I'm gonna flip this upside down. So if you want to manipulate it, you can't manipulate it right now. I'm just going to go to Image Trace, and under Presets, I'm going to click Black and White Logo. Then Object, Expand, okay. Now we can manipulate it. So we got the mouth movements right here. Looks like he has a black beak. I think I like that color. Now I'm just going to export those individually. And when you export it, make sure it's a PNG, not a JPEG. That way the background will be transparent. I'm gonna erase this part of the arm. So it kind of like fades into his body and doesn't like have a black line. I'm gonna add to his leg. Arm is blue and his body's blue too. He's like a bird. It was like right, if we double click a color, we can change it. I think it was like right closer. It was like a prominent, it was like that. I think that blue would look good. That looks like Mordecai. So that's like a dark blue, like a really dark blue. The rest of his body's a little light blue. Now we're coloring Rigby. It looks like he has like a light brown body, like that, and like a darker brown right there. Oh, I feel like I should have added lines to it. Like he has these like, I should have added like fur indents. I think that would have looked cool, but it's too late for that, I guess. Now, I'm going to get onto the keyframing animation. Now, I'm going to get onto the keyframe animation. I'm using a software called Adobe Animate. I'm just going to click Create New. Make sure, I'm going to make it 30 frames per second, 4K. I'm going to have to put in all the, so this is my library panel. I can just add a new folder for Mordecai, whatever, I don't know how you spell it. And drag in what we drew. Now we got all the audio and all the frames in there. So this is the timeline right here. And I'm going to add some time to the keyframes. If you want to add audio to it, it has to be an AIF or a WAV file, WAV file. If it's an MP3 file, it won't work for some reason. You just drag it into the canvas and it'll go into your timeline. So I got this line where I say,
"Hey Mordecai, do you want to go to the movies?"
"Hey Mordecai, do you want to go to the movies?" I'm going to add a background. I'm going to zoom it in. Maybe they're like right here. So now I'm going to add another layer. If you add this plus icon right here, you can add a new layer, and that's going to have this character layer. Maybe I'll make him like that big. Transform, flip horizontal. Yeah, I think both of his legs are behind his body. I think that would be better. So I'm just going to have him standing right there, and then we got his arm feather thing. I'm going to bring this down, and if you want to manipulate it, we can click W, which creates the asset warp tool. I'm going to click this part of his arm, this part of his arm, and this part of his arm. And now we can kind of bend it a little more. And now I'm going to add another layer for his pupils and face. And then his pupils is going to be looking at Rigby, who I will animate now. He's smaller, I think, right? Well, he's looking down because he's smaller. I'm going to put his leg right here, and then his arm. And now I'm going to add another layer for his mouth and face. His mouth and his eyes. There we go. And his pupils. Now we got them right there. Maybe now we start the keyframing. So we can go like zoom into the timeline. So we can have his arm move like that. And if you want to see what's behind it, you can add the onion layer. So I'm just adding keyframes right now. And where his arm will move back down to the side of his body. I'm gonna add a keyframe for him blinking. I'm gonna have his eyes blink a little bit. Now I'm gonna add the mouth movements. So we can just click the M sound. And maybe his mouth opens up a little bit right here. And we just keep adding keyframes for his mouth. Now I animated this.
"Hey Mordecai, do you want to go to the movies?"
That actually looks pretty good. Now I'm going to add an insert. I'm going to insert a scene. I'm going to go to Insert, Scene. I'm going to animate Mordecai now. And now I'm just going to do that. I forgot to add the blinking, so I'm just going to skip that. I'm going to add the mouth movements for Mordecai. I'm just going to zoom in. I'm going to take that out, and we can see what's behind it. So we can go to his O vowel. Oh, we're going to have to rotate every single one. And then the A vowel, transform, flip horizontal. God damn it, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Now, after drawing it, coloring it, voicing it, and animating it, this is what I came up with. I hope you enjoy it.
"Hey Mordecai, do you want to go to the movies?"
We can't go to the movies now. We'll get fired. Thank you for watching that video. We have animation tutorials, media tutorials, tunes, films, and music. So stay tuned and have a great day.
These tunes.